So CERN last year has been hunting for ghost particles. Now isn't that something? It almost sounds like they're looking for, oh, I don't know, spirits that might be in a different dimension. So they created a program called the Search for Hidden Particles, or SHIP. And, well, the next thing that happened was that at CERN they have just discovered magic. Isn't that fun? I wonder what type of magic they just discovered, because this just happened a few weeks ago, right before Christmas. And do you guys know what happened right before Christmas? The Pope opened up 5 portals. Now, let me show you this video on CERN. It's only a couple minutes. Hang in there, it's quick and easy, and it will explain some things if you're not familiar with this.
Ready for ramp.
On the fateful day of the experiment, CERN's control room was flooded with reports from scientists all around the world that something had gone wrong. It said that when the experiment was over, a strange energy had been released that couldn't be explained. Now, this energy has come to be known as the portal incident. For over 14 hours during the experiment, the Earth's crucial geomagnetic field that protects us from the sun's radiation was weakened. Solar wind was able to pass through a massive gap that had been torn open by CERN's experiment, causing a massive fluctuation in the global electrical grid. The worldwide LHC computing grid was impacted, which provides data storage for over 500,000 CPUs in 200 computer centers globally.
The Earth's geomagnetic field is crucial to supporting life on Earth, as it protects us from solar radiation, cosmic radiation, and other space-borne threats. Now, while the incident was short-lived and the world's electrical grid returned to normal within a few hours, no one can be sure as to what happened during that time.
It's no coincidence that an event like this has never been recorded in the entirety of human history until CERN's experiment.
When you're talking about the Large Hadron Collider and physics experiments at this level, the key word is energy. What they're trying to do there is mimic, approach the energies that happened at the beginning of the Big Bang. When all the energy that was released, some of it stayed energy, a lot of it turned into matter. And so if you want to understand the nature of that matter, you need to pull it apart and have a good look at it. And you do that by banging particles into each other that smash into their constituent particles, elements, even smaller and smaller and smaller subatomic elements. And you need huge energies to do that.
Current theories that are emerging are numerous. Some of them are pretty ridiculous, but many of them actually have scientific weight behind them. Quantum physicist Max Lachlan, a 17-year-old genius known as the smartest kid in the world right now, believes that CERN destroyed the universe when they conducted their experiment. He believes the force exerted during CERN's experiments shifted particles between dimensions, creating what he calls an infinite loop that plucked us out of our current timeline and placed us onto an alternate timeline. His justification for this is the finding of 3 new subatomic particles found in the debris that had not been discovered by any other experiment before.
Other scientists believe that CERN may have accidentally opened a portal to an alternate universe, allowing beings or substances from another dimension to pass through into ours. Demons are one explanation, with some saying that CERN opened a portal to hell with the Large Hadron Collider.
Many have drawn similarities.
So it's interesting that CERN possibly opens up a portal to hell, and then all of a sudden we have the Pope right after opening up 5 portals. Now, this is on the Vatican News. This originally said 5 portals. They changed that. But I'll show you down when they start talking about it. They do reference it being a portal. They didn't change that. So right after Christmas, the Pope opened up 5 portals. Now, on December 26th, right after Christmas, for the first time in Jubilee tradition, this has never happened before, Pope Francis will open a 5th sacred portal. Hey, they didn't change it there. He opens up a portal in a Roman prison. Now that's a little weird. And their reasoning behind that is, oh, it's a gesture of hope that shows his ongoing closeness to detainees. What a nice guy that Pope is. So what's bothersome is that he opens up a portal here, he opens one here, and he opens up another one here. But then it says that these last 3 holy doors will be closed at the end of 2025. Well, what about the portal to prison? He's just going to leave that one open? Of course he is. So it's weird that these current events happen, and now all these portals are getting opened up, and it's talking about the Pope being close to detainees. And when you understand the story of the fallen angels and what angel has been detained, according to the Bible, the fallen angel most commonly associated with being detained is Azazel. So if you're familiar with the war in heaven, Azazel gets locked up, I believe under the Euphrates River, and he's homies with Satan. And so this is where it starts to get really good, because these are the current events, and then we have these weird objects that are being seen during the LA fires. This is just within the last day or so. You're going to start seeing these objects. You can see it here. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look like much, but you'll get a good look. There's white ones and black ones, and I believe that if there's any truth to all these portals being opened in CERN and this and that, demonic entities coming over, this is what they look like. These don't look like UFOs or drones. They look like almost like what a spirit, I guess, would look like. So watch this. Look at that thing shoot across. Zoom. So they get some real good ones here. Look at that. They zoom in so you can get a better look. This is on live news that this happened. Look at that. It like leaves a trail behind it. We start seeing some real good ones here. It just flew across there at the bottom. You can kind of see it leave the screen. This next one will be off to the bottom right here. And it just kind of floating around. Little trail behind it. Almost looks like smoke, but it's not smoke. It just kind of dissipates and disappears. And the white ones and the black ones both do the same thing. There it is again, just floating around near the fires. This is a better look at it. Look at that. I don't know. That doesn't look normal to me. Doesn't look like a UFO. Doesn't look like a drone. What did we let in our realm? So this is where it gets very entertaining. If you were to type in all the coordinates to these 5 portals that the Pope just opened, this is what you'll get. This shape and form, which I've never known what this is until I saw this, which that looks very similar to that. And that's talking about the Pope opening up 5 portals, and then all of a sudden it draws a symbol that is the seal of Satan. And then all of a sudden we have all these things, weird things in the sky, and things are just getting really, really odd. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.